On camera, Christie Brinkley was the all-American dream, but when the shutter closed, it was a bumpy ride.
And then, when we started bouncing around, I knew that was it. We were going to die.
When she exploded onto the pages of Sports Illustrated, Christie became the world's hottest model.
For the first time, men knew my name.
She said, "I do," and so did they, from an architect to a rock star.
I was attracted to his sense of humor.
And she faced death on a frozen mountain, but found love between the snow's broken crust.
I was just very euphoric to be alive, and maybe mistook some of that euphoria for being in love with this con man.
Coming up on Model, ride the roller coaster life of Christie Brinkley, siren, survivor, and legend.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Camera.
Pizza! Christie Brinkley has posed for countless pictures. But at this family reunion, the smiles come from the heart. Here in Long Island, the supermodel survivor kicks back.
I'm ready for my close-up.
With a barbecue.
We're professional eaters.
Some softball. And a look at the amazing career that started with a child's love for a faraway place.
I don't know, I just always loved France.
More than the beauty, she had an electric quality about her. She just had a charismatic element about her that was everywhere. She always, no matter what crowd she was in, she stood out.
Don Brinkley has written for television classics like Perry Mason and Ben Casey. But among his proudest achievements is his daughter, Christie.
For some reason, she was always fascinated by France.
I would walk around with this fake French accent, you know, when I was 4 years old.
Where did that come from?
Don't know. Do you know?
A former life, probably.
I was definitely set on becoming this artist in Paris. And so in California, when people would say, hey, you know, you should be a model and I'm an agent or whatever, I'd say, no, thank you.
Christie followed her dream and moved to Paris to study art.
Well, she was doing the whole La Boheme bit. You know, she living in a garret, and she was on a limited budget.
Though her room was cramped, Christie took in a boarder who would help transform her life.
I bought a little puppy, and unfortunately, the puppy that I bought had distemper. And so she got very sick.
Christie wandered the streets. Where would she find the money to pay the vet bills?
I literally had my head down looking into this little basket where the puppy was, and boom, smashed right into a photographer.
His name was Errol Sawyer.
And he said, I have a client, they're looking for somebody that looks just like you for this job that I'm doing, and what do you think? And I thought, what a line, you know, sure.
But Christie was just intrigued enough to look into it, and soon the top scouts in Paris were looking for her.
I really didn't think I was cut out to be the model type. I wasn't skinny, I wasn't sophisticated, I didn't wear makeup, I didn't feel like a model at all.
At her first modeling job, Christie wore the uniform she thought she'd left behind on the beaches of Malibu.
I was in a bikini, and I was really thinking, oh my gosh, you know, there's no pockets. What do I do with my hands? How can I do this? I'm not skinny like the others, but you couldn't see my bones, and that was why they were hiring me.
And they kept on hiring her. And as her career picked up speed, she met and married a French illustrator.
But eventually, it destroyed the marriage because my career really took off at that point.
Her marriage failed, but Christie's fame had spread to the States.
It was hard for me to resist picking the magazine off of the rack and going to the cashier. This is my sister. You know?
It wasn't long before she caught the attention of the influential agent, Eileen Ford.
I don't think I have to say a word about Christie because Only one look at her will tell you she is the supermodel.
Eileen Ford started calling and saying, I want you to come to America.
But Christie had her doubts. She had grown to love the city of lights.
Paris was the ultimate city, sophisticated and, you know, someplace where you actually wore clothes instead of a bathing suit.
But the bathing suit would become Christie's trademark when America called its long-lost daughter home. Coming up, Christie finds swimsuit success and marries a rock star. But first, Christie tangles with a doomed thrill seeker.
From our very first date, he was trying to convince me to jump out of airplanes with him.
They meet once a year. Grizzled veterans and young upstarts. Television's primetime players. Locked in fierce battle on the pitched playing field of the Pasadena Civic Center. Competing for television's most coveted prize, Emmy Gold. Before all that, they're gonna strut their stuff. Join Joan and Melissa for all the grand entrances and gravity-defying dresses. It's the live Emmy Awards pre-show, tonight at 6 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
It's a first from the dream makers of Disney. Introducing Disney Cruise Line. Imagine combining a Walt Disney World vacation with a magic voyage to our own island in the Bahamas. Call and discover uncharted magic.
Eileen, she's been good to us. I reckon it's time I go into town and get us a new vehicle.
All right.
Someone else and not for me.
Leyland, what has gotten into you?
I don't know, but I like it.
I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
You really want a cellular phone, but you're afraid of the service plans, activation, the true cost. So you go back and forth. Don't do that. Come into Radio Shack. We'll patiently explain everything you need to know about going cellular. You'll see that not only are cellular phones nothing to be afraid of, they're actually quite friendly. Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Activate now and get a Nokia phone with a car lighter adapter for $9.99.
There are those among us with very simple tastes. They only want the best. And for them, there's Fancy Feast gourmet cat food. Exceptionally moist and delicious. Fancy Feast. Good taste is easy to recognize.
Hi, I'm Meredith Brooks, and you're watching E! I wasn't wacky? I can't believe the things you've gotten me to do today.
Christie Brinkley was born on the beaches of Malibu and discovered on the streets of Paris. But the world really got to know her when she put on her swimsuit and headed uptown.
Everything that I was self-conscious about actually worked to my advantage.
Just don't let it go to your head, babe.
A shining star at this family reunion is Christie's daughter, Alexa.
She got all of her dad's musical abilities and all my brains.
Alexa's dad is rocker Billy Joel.
He's very funny and very smart and very talented. And those things combined were very attractive to me.
Christie and Billy got together when they were both superstars. For Christie, the road to stardom began on the beach.
And I looked at her and I thought, Miss California, Miss Sun-Kissed Orange. I mean, she was so beautiful.
Julie Campbell created and produced over 30 issues of Sports Illustrated's highly celebrated swimsuit edition.
When people often referred to Sports Illustrated models as, you know, being as American as apple pie, I think they thought of Christie.
Christie was in fact so curvaceously correct that she was the swimsuit cover girl for 3 years in a row. Her face and name were known everywhere.
We were the first magazine to use a model's name, and I think because we did that and identified them, that's where supermodels started.
Christie's career exploded. She was famous from sea to shining sea.
That took me out of the women's magazines and into the general population.
But during this steady rise to fame, Christie also made time for love. She dated Champagne heir Chandon, but it didn't last long.
He was constantly putting himself into situations where he was facing death.
Auto racing was among his hobbies, and long after he and Christie split up, Chandon died in a test run crash. Time passed, and Christie had no one with whom she could share her success. But during a photo shoot in St. Bart's, everything changed.
Maury Hobson came running in, and he goes, "Oh, Billy Joel is in the bar playing piano. You've got to come see." So I said, "Who's Billy Joel?" We were friends for a while, and then eventually it turned into something else, and then eventually we got married and had Alexa.
They became one of America's most popular celebrity couples.
I think that models and rock stars are just like any other people. I don't really believe that they say, "Oh, there's a rock star, there's a model, and let's get together."
Christie's fame had reached new heights. She even had a featured role in NBC's Mad About You. In the ratings-topping episode, Christie played the ultimate fantasy.
Hi, honey, you're home. Halfway on the plane over here, I was like, what have I done? What have I done? I mean, being a fantasy, somebody's fantasy in a machine, that's kind of a big responsibility.
But off the set, her fantasy marriage to Billy Joel was coming apart.
There were a lot of things that went wrong, and of course, I think it's all his fault.
Despite their divorce, Christie says that she and Billy are still friends.
So I certainly don't want to, you know, risk that friendship now by telling you all the things that he did that made being married to him impossible.
Coming up, Christie finds a new love, and she evokes the image of her daughter during a terrifying crash.
Once I focused on Alexa, that was it. I locked on to her, and I waited to die.
Gripping drama, hilarious comedy, the best seat in the house.
Hey, how you doing?
You'll get it all tonight at 6 Eastern when E! brings you the live Emmy Awards pre-show with your host, Joan Rivers.
You know, if you never spoke, you could be Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, thank you, I think.
But first, at 5 Eastern, join Steve Kameko for the early arrivals and don't miss the excitement. It's E!'s live news Emmy special. Spend tonight stargazing at television's brightest, beginning at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, only on E!
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking.
Okay, you don't have to tiptoe around that beautiful wood floor anymore. Just pledge to take care of it with Pledge Wood Floor Cleaner and its muscle-up polyurethane. It helps protect against scuff marks and scratches like no other wood floor cleaner.
Yeah, I'm walking.
So go ahead, walk all over that floor. Just pledge to take care of it with Pledge Wood Floor Cleaner. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Coming up next, be the first fan online at the Emmys. And don't miss the excitement as E! News Weekend brings you an Emmy special edition right here on E! Stop the...
You know, my idea of a perfect restaurant is where I can get a steak that's made exactly the way I like it. The kind of place that serves a Sunday brunch with a lobster salad and more items than the Ritz-Carlton. A brunch so good that you'll just keep coming back for more and more and more. And my ideal restaurant would also serve the world's greatest garlic bread. Above all, my ideal restaurant is a place where I can bring my kids.
Her sensuous curves, revealing swimsuits, and megawatt smile made her a household name.
I mean, people said Christie, and you knew it was Christie Brinkley from Sports Illustrated.
She rocked down the aisle with the Piano Man. But Christie's high-flying life soon took a deadly dive.
It was a very long crash.
No one enjoys these family reunions more than Christie's mother, Marge Brinkley.
Christie's the best cook. Another thing, she took after her mother.
As with many moms, modesty is not Marge's forte.
She was gorgeous from the day she was born. In fact, when she was still a baby, people would see her and say, oh, could we use her in an ad?
She's seen her daughter become a supermodel.
People would come up and say, oh, isn't she beautiful? And we'd say, yes, she's our daughter.
But in 1994, pride turned to anguish when Marge had a premonition of tragedy.
I was out in our pool. All of a sudden, I got this terrible feeling, and I started to cry. And I came into our home, and Don said, what's wrong? I said, I don't know, but there's something terribly wrong. And I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
It was also a painful memory for Christie's brother.
I had just gotten home, and my wife opened up the door and said, Christie's been in a helicopter accident.
It started as a harmless ski trip. It became a day of horror.
There were 4 stages of this crash, and it seemed like an eternity.
The helicopter actually fell out of the sky, hit the top of this mountain peak, and then tumbled end over end over end.
Then we bounced violently back and forth in every direction as that rotor would hit the rocks off the top of this mountain. The violence and everything breaking, and the smell of the gas and the engine and all of that, it was terrifying.
But there was one thought that kept Christie clinging to life.
When I had that moment, when I knew we're going to die, my daughter's image came up so crystal clear, and it was like, Alexa, Alexa. I still get shaken up when I think of that moment, because, you know, thinking that I could have left her behind. Oh my God. It was,
They were stuck on the mountain while a blizzard approached.
But Christie didn't panic, and despite her own injuries, she helped fellow passengers, including real estate developer Richard Taubman.
He was very close to dying. You know, broken ribs all over the place, and punctured lung and all of that.
With life hanging by a thread, love took root.
When you nurse somebody back to health, it's sort of like it bonds you the way a mother bonds to a newborn.
6 months after being rescued, they were married on a snowy ski slope just miles from the crash site. They had a son named Jack, and soon Christie was back in business. She was the host for the Supermodel of the World contest.
I've really been lucky in this whole career of mine.
She practiced her horsemanship. And she maintained that cover girl look. But then, another crash landing. Her marriage came to an end.
It was the ugliest thing I've ever experienced.
But Christie secured custody of her son.
It was like I went to hell and came out with this beautiful angel.
And as for Taubman, Christie says he wasn't the man she thought he was.
I'm just so lucky to be rid of him.
One of the things that Christie is always amazing me with is her fortitude to come through difficult times with a smile on her face and come out the other side looking seemingly unscathed.
Coming up,
Peter is just the most amazing person
Christie builds a new life. And the press wants a piece of it.
They meet once a year. Grizzled veterans and young upstarts, television's prime-time players, locked in fierce battle on the pitched playing field of the Pasadena Civic Center, competing for television's most coveted prize, Emmy Gold. Before all that, they're going to strut their stuff. Join Joan and Melissa for all the grand entrances and graffiti-defying dresses. It's the live Emmy Awards pre-show, tonight at 6 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
Hello?
Hi, dear. It's Mom. How are you?
Hi, Mom. Fine.
Really?
Really, Mom? We're fine.
Dear, do you need anything?
Nope, we don't need a thing.
I kind of worry about your salaries. I don't know how you do it. You're not sitting on milk crates, are you?
No, we have a beautiful dining room. You should...
At Ethan Allen, it's not about spending more, it's about getting more, which is why you'll find our prices as refreshing as our look.
He's right here. You want to talk to him?
Yes. Hello?
Hurry in. There's a sale on now.
Hello?
The study of the human body has yielded yet another important discovery. The pain millions of people suffer is caused by the way they walk. Their feet are hitting the ground off balance, starting a chain reaction that can pull everything up through their lower back painfully out of alignment. Now there's new Dynastep inserts from Dr. Scholl's. Dynastep cradles and supports your foot so it hits the ground evenly, providing clinically proven pain relief. Discover truly effective pain relief. Discover new Dynastep.
To get at all the vegetables in new Tostitos Ultimate Garden Salsa, they had to invent a more maneuverable chip. Introducing bite-sized Tostitos tortilla chips. And Ultimate Garden Salsa. The perfect chips for the perfect dip. Tostitos. Now's a good time.
I'd like to dedicate this to a great teacher, to Howard Brackett from Greenleaf, Indiana.
The statement.
And he's gay.
The reaction.
Whoa.
The denial.
I'm not gay.
This Friday.
We just ran into each other here at the intersection. Homosexual. Intersection.
The truth is coming out.
Is he gay? No. No.
Yes, he is.
Excuse me?
In and out.
Why doesn't anyone believe me? My mom, my dad. Look at my hand.
Rated PG-13. Everywhere. Friday, September 19th.
You are now entering the Party Zone, a new 36-song collection of today's hottest dance tracks.
I'm looking for a new love, baby. Oh, Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes. Oh, baby, I love you from night to dawn.
Call toll-free now for the Party Zone. Cassettes $19.98, CDs $26.98. Call now.
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise. I'm Charlie Sheen. Hi. I'm Nicole Kidman. I'm Howard Stern. Hi, I'm Dennis Leary, and you're watching E! Entertainment Television.
Christie Brinkley has survived rocky landings
I thought, if I ever get out of this alive, my parents are going to kill me.
and rocky romances.
For some men, it's just a problem when the wife earns the money.
But practice makes perfect. And in Christie's case, perfect is spelled P-E-T-E-R.
You're going to have to get by me before you can get to second.
Here at Christie's family reunion, the Brinkleys and the Cooks reenact a joyous event.
Do you remember this?
Do you take Christie to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, forsaking all others, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
It was a September wedding on Long Island's crisp autumnal shores.
And you were on this side. And I was on this side.
He was the perfect man for the perfect woman.
And Christie, do you take Peter to be your lawful wedded husband?
His name, Peter Cook, one-time model, full-time architect, round-the-clock dreamboat.
We had a mutual friend in Joe Rappaport.
I introduced him in case you didn't know. Okay, thanks. my claim to fame, right? I played matchmaker.
Jill Rappaport and Christie have known each other for years.
I go back to Billy Joel with Christie.
As an entertainment reporter for the NBC News Today show, Jill's seen some tough assignments, but none tougher than this.
We should paint like red hearts and ribbons to mark the spot, because this is where it happened. Let me see, Peter, I believe, was standing right about here.
If you know Christie, she's not one who really wanted to be fixed up. And I think even the mention of being fixed up would have scared her to death.
The ugly Taubman affair had ended.
And Jill more or less decided that, okay, it was time for me to get out there and start dating.
Jill kept saying, I've got to introduce you to Christie. And I kept going, yeah, right, okay, sure.
It's not exactly a tough fix-up when you say to some guy, you want to meet Christie Brinkley? I mean, that's a real tough sell, let me tell you.
She invited Peter over and told him to look his best.
I hung up the phone and I said, I can't believe I told Mr. Adonis to look good. I was like, what was I thinking?
I remember he pulled up and I was standing there with another girlfriend, Mindy, and Peter gets out of the car and Mindy goes, hello, who's this? And Jill goes, oh, that's my architect.
This was one architect that Christie had designs on.
She got out of the car, and I'll never forget this. They walked towards each other, and they met on my front porch right over there, and they looked at each other, and the look in their eyes.
I don't know. That combination of those looks and he's an architect is just, ooh. It's cute.
We got along from the first second we met each other.
Both sets of the electric blue eyes were looking at each other. The sparks were flying.
Those sparks started a love inferno that led to the altar. It was a heavenly event, but if angels were singing, they were hard to hear. The skies over Bridgehampton thundered with paparazzi.
We have a little competition. I suspect we'll have it for the entire ceremony. So listen up.
We couldn't even hear the ceremony because the helicopters were hovering.
With this ring, I be wed and join my life with yours.
But the helicopter noise, somebody was quoted as saying the music at our ceremony was performed by Tchaikovsky and Sikorsky.
The press also ruined Peter's special plans.
With this ring,
I be wed.
I be wed.
He's so romantic. He went around to all the churches in Bridgehampton.
I had arranged for all the bells in all the churches in the Bridgehampton area to ring simultaneously during our ceremony, but it was drowned out.
I do now pronounce you husband and wife.
For Peter, those choppers were a dreadful reminder that life with a celebrity can be hazardous.
We had instances where when we were just dating or just engaged, where we would be trampled by paparazzi, and it just to the point where it got dangerous.
For Christie, it might have been another chopper trauma. Instead, she looked the other way.
It was a drag that we had the helicopters, but, you know, I hardly noticed.
In her typical style, Christie bounced back. Now happily married, she still paints and rides horses. She writes books and helps the needy. Christie's forged a new life, but it's really the same life she's always had.
It's not like model over at 30. This is like some sort of career that just simply needs a name. Do you have any ideas?
I think millions of people out there see the wonderful qualities of Christie Brinkley from almost an inner radiance.
She's still Christie Brinkley, and she has that wonderful radiance about her, which never fails anyone.
She's more than a model and more than a mother. More than an actress and more than a wife.
You know, what do you call all of that? I don't know.
She's a Renaissance woman with a shape that doesn't quit and a smile that says, welcome to America.
Okay, go ahead. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. Go ahead.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Do you love Christie?
Well, you know, there's a lot of stuff you don't know about me.
You've got to stop meeting like this.
I think he thinks you're lovely.
She's got pretty boat. Yes. Okay.
It is. Christie, great boat.
Okay, if you're watching my video, you're watching E. And if you're watching E, you're watching me. Bye.
It is a typically warm, some might even say hot, September afternoon.